So guys, Senator Ndume has already hinted that he might leave the APC if Tinubu does not fix Nigeria, and now he is posing as the real opposition figure on the floor of the Senate. Just take a look at this headline. This one says, Ndume, I've attended coalition meeting. I may leave APC if Tinubu can't fix things. He is telling Tinubu, see, I'm already attending the meeting of the coalition. If you don't fix Nigeria, I am going to leave the APC. And another headline again equally said what Ndume. Don't forget he was on Arise Television and granted this interview that is being referenced to. And now he said, fix Nigeria or I quit APC, Ndume tells Tinubu. So guys, I'm going to allow you to listen to how Ndume challenged Akpabio on the floor of the Senate. I mean, Ndume is as bold as anything now because he has already told them, see, I might leave you people. So he's not afraid to take the bullets. He's not afraid of any punishment that is going to come after his criticism. He has decided to lay himself as the goat for sacrifice. I mean, because others cannot do it. If you do it, you risk being removed. You risk being, chased by the EFCC and all that. In short, I'm going to allow you to listen for yourself how Ndume had a very serious buzz with the Senate president. Just take a look for yourself.
If the argument you are giving me now is that you want to get somebody out of Rivers so that the person that will be in charge of this will be unbiased in any way, that is a different thing. But the people should be carried along. If today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from. Let it be on record that I, Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, I'm not against the appointment of whoever you recommended, but under the current circumstance and the fact that if today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from. Federal Character, Section 14.3 reflects that. And as he rightly said, we should not, as a Senate, just approve or think that what is being done is not against the Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by more than Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by the conscience. We are the highest decision-making body in this country politically. Please, please, I beg you in the name of God, because the history will be there. If there is nobody appropriately, if the argument you are giving me now is that you want to get somebody out of Rivers so that the person that will be in charge of this will be unbiased in any way, that is a different thing. But the people should be carried along. Thank you.
Going to do well going forward, because I've been to River State almost 40 years ago, and I know the quality of people in River State. I do not see any logical reason why a River man will not chair this electoral commission. That the committee has reported, I'm okay, but let it be on record that me, I don't see the necessity of having somebody from another state chairing a local election committee of another state. I saw some.
I think there's.
I have personally approached the Senate leader as to the propriety or otherwise of bringing in someone from other states to chair a local election body. The Senate leader had time to discuss with me, and he told me initially they also raised this observation, but later on they were brought copies of Supreme Court joint to do well going forward, because I've been to River State almost 40 years ago, and I know the quality of people in River State. I do not see any logical reason why a River man will not chair this electoral commission. That the committee has reported, I'm okay, but let it be on record that me, I don't see the necessity of having somebody from another state chairing a local election committee of another state. I saw some.
I think there's the appointment was not go contrary to the provision of our constitution. I think there's no problem with that. And besides that, even Senator Lamido, who was a governor, PDP governor, his chief press secretary was from Benue State. And they're all employees of the government. As we speak, even in Akwa Ibom, I think the advisor to the governor on security affairs is from the southwest. So, I mean, they are Nigerians, and as long as the constitution does not go, I mean, that appointment does not go contrary, there is no specific provision in the constitution that prohibits that. So I don't think there should be anything to worry about. We are guided by the grand norm of the country, which is the constitution. So I think we can now move motions so that we can go to the committee of the whole.
Mr. President.
Okay,
Mr. President.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Senator.
I represent Borno North Senatorial District. With all due respect to my leader, Senator Abdul Ningi, who is a former leader in the Senate and a former leader in the House, and Senator Ndume, who is equally a leader in the House of Reps, my leader in the House of Reps, and a leader here. With all due respect, the Constitution is the grand norm of the land. So long as there is no inhibition, by way of constitutional prohibition, there is no constitutional inhibition. We are good to go. We are here to uphold the Constitution. In fact, we even swore to uphold the Constitution. And there is no any inhibition by way of the constitutional provision, which is the grand norm of the land. As a Nigerian, any Nigerian is free to take up appointment anywhere in Nigeria. I can be governor in Lagos State if I am elected by the people of Lagos. I can be governor in Benue if the people of Benue elect me. I will be governor in Benue. Look, in the Second Republic, somebody from Borno,
excuse me,
contested and became member of House of Reps.
Order. Please, opposition member, Senator, your observation. Now the chief whip is also equally giving out his own reasons. So you are protected. He's given full protection. I gave you full protection, so he's given full protection. Please allow him to ventilate his view. Thank you, Senator Ningi.
Thank you, Mr. President. During the First Republic, one Ibrahim Imam from Borno State went and contested for House of Reps in Tibland in Benue State and represented Tibland in the House of Reps. So as a Nigerian, there is no constitutional prohibition. As a Nigerian, you can take up appointment anywhere. We are not talking about morality or public policy or something. We are talking about the Constitution, which is the grand norm of the land. And we are bound by the Constitution. And we sought to uphold the Constitution, which is what we are doing.
Sir. Very distinguished colleagues, let me say that while I appreciate the concern genuinely raised by the distinguished Senator Ningi, and he discussed this issue with me before today's sitting, let me just appeal that this is not a matter that should be politicized. It's also not a matter for which reason there should be any form of grandstanding. It's also a matter on which, please, Senator Ndume, please. This matter does not call for any form of grandstanding. It is a constitutional matter for any and every appointment, Mr. President, made pursuant to this constitution. Two things always stand out as legal principles: eligibility criteria and disqualification. You may be eligible, but be disqualified. And the two are well spelled out in our Constitution. For eligibility, our Constitution says anyone to be so appointed into this position must be qualified for election into the State House of Assembly. You must be qualified. And the conditions for qualification for State of Assembly are stipulated in our Constitution. So the person we are talking about, well-educated, a Nigerian with a PhD, is eligible for election. The next question is he disqualified from holding this position? We, in the ad hoc committee, were the first to examine this issue. He's from Cross River. For the record, out of the 7 nominees, 6 are from River State, the members. The chairmanship nominee from Cross River. And we said, you are eminently eligible, you are qualified. But are you not disqualified by the virtue of the fact that you are not a resident or a registered voter in the state, in River State? And the nominee was very clear that there's no section of the Constitution that disqualifies him from holding that position. We did not stop there, sir. We put it on hold, we consulted. And by the following day, the committee receives decided cases by the judiciary. Now, this is why I'm saying there is no need for grandstanding. The courts have held that you don't have to be a registered voter in a particular state to be able to hold such an appointment. However, rather than grandstand, if we as a parliament disagree with the court on this, what is expected of us is to bring a bill and legislate it into action, into existence, that before you can hold such a position in another state, we now spell out the rule and say you must be a registered voter, you must be a resident. Otherwise, one, in the Constitution, there's nothing that disqualifies him. In case law, as decided by the judiciary, he's eminently qualified because registration as a voter is not a condition for appointment. So either way, either in the Constitution or in case law, the man is eligible, and that's why our committee has so recommended him. Politically, we also asked the administrator, and the administrator said, dear distinguished members of this committee, the case of Rivers is a peculiar situation. It's an emergency rule. I have all the respect for the people of Rivers State. All the 6 other members, the 6 members are from Rivers. But the chairman we are bringing because we need all the neutrality that we can get. Not only someone who will just be neutral, but someone, not only that will be neutral, we want to be seen as being transparently neutral. And this is part of their transparency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, leader. Leader, you've eloquently deal with this matter. I'm of Abia State as you speak. Mr. Benson is from Edo State. And nobody's complaining about that. But this is, look, excuse. Order, please. Order, please. Please do not bother. It's pure, leader, it's pure politics. Because it's coming from APC. In Abia, head of service from Edo, who is talking about that? So please ride on. Let's move the motion. Then we'll put the vote. When we come there, we'll put the authority to vote. So let's put the vote so that we go to the committee of whole. And when we come, we have received enough contributions. Well, as a leader, as a minority leader, I'll give you the chance to speak. But after that, we go to a committee of whole. Then we put the nomination to vote.
Thank you.
If you want to defeat it. If it goes, fine.
No.
I want to. They can't defeat it. It's politics. Order, please. Order, please. It's politics. In Edo State, excuse me. In Abia State, the head of service of Abia State, Mr. Benson, is from Edo State, and nobody saying anything about that. Labour Party. But now, because APC has done something which will allow for neutrality, you are now attacking it. It's politics. So you can go on. We'll put the vote.
I have the floor. Mr. President, I thank you for this privilege. But I want to say here that it is not from here that politics is creeping into this discussion. Quite frankly, because we are looking at Rivers State under an emergency rule, under an administrator that ordinarily is not supposed to be a member of APC. That's what it means. And so, what we are saying here is this. The report has been laid. I'm not sure that anybody is objecting to the report per se. You know, because something happened, something dramatic happened this afternoon on the floor of the Senate, where the chairman of Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petition breached all things that are ethical and left his house to another house. Today, Mr. President, we are saying that if 6 people from Rivers can be members of the Electoral Committee, what stops the 7th person from coming from Rivers? But if in the wisdom of the extraordinary leader there, he picks somebody from outside Rivers, one, he's from Cross River, and you know that there were some eyebrows raised when he was appointed administrator. Now he has gone to pick a Cross River person again to become chairman of the Electoral
I think, order, please. Minority, I have 1 second remaining. 1 second.
At the end of the day, if you say it's politics, there's no problem with it because we are all politicians and it's politics that brought us here. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to be talking law here. I'm talking about ethics. And so, Mr. President, what you want to hear is that we are going to take this report. From this eyes, we are going to take this report. But let it be known that at least we have some concerns about what is going on there. Because in the first place, this is an emergency room.
Your time is up. I'm sorry. Your time is up, Minority Leader.
Less than 3 months.
Your time is up.
Have you been keeping time? This is somebody who has less than 3 months.
Order.
Lead and 4 months to stay. When is he going to conduct this election? When is he going to inaugurate this election? That people, because
your time is up. Your time is up.
So if you want to, we can support you to do bad things. So at the end of the day,
your time is up. Order, please.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. But I think that let us sound a note of warning here that we should not impute politics into everything that everybody says, because we are all concerned and we are own views. We can express our opinions. Majority opinion will always carry. After all, you are majority now. But allow us to express ourselves.
Yes, a Minority Leader, I didn't want to stop him. Otherwise, he ventured into something different from what we are, what is the issue, because he brought the issue of the campaign of he played the privilege given to you went into complain about someone leaving Labour Party to APC. So you see, politics have been brought into this debate. But as a Minority Leader, order, please. As a Minority Leader, I had to give you that respect. So I don't want what we are discussing, this national issue. I don't want politics to be brought into it. I mean, this is something to do about the government of River State, about the people of River State, about the well-being of the people of River State. So let's not bring in politics into it. So for that reason, let's now have the leader move the motion so that we go to the committee of the whole to continue to process this request by Mr. President. Approve the nomination of Bira Lezasi Lini for appointment as a member of the River State Independent Electoral Commission. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. For appointment as a member of the River State Independent Electoral Commission. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the nomination of Baricol Levinus Baribuma for appointment as chairman of the River State Civil Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the nomination of Ambassador Lot Peter Egopija for appointment as a member of the River State Civil Service Commission. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of my Eve Ere Bestman for appointment as a member of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate joy for appointment as a member of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Harry Charity Leod for appointment as member of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Rivers State Local Government Service Commission approval. Will the Senate approve the appointment? Will the Senate approve the nomination of Sir Israel Nwoka Amadi for appointment as chairman of Rivers State Local Government Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Point of order. Mr. President, sitting as chair, very distinguished colleagues.
So guys, I'm just going to read out some of the content of this article that says, Ndume, I've attended coalition meetings. I may leave APC if Tinubu can't fix things. Ndume is not happy with the way things are going on in Nigeria. And I mean, this man is ready to like expose Tinubu. See, Tinubu thinks making other governors to join him is like he has gotten everything. The North is planning big against Tinubu. Like El-Rufai came out to say, I put him there, I'm going to remove him. El-Rufai knows what he's saying. He knows that Tinubu got a very big chunk of vote from the North. And for El-Rufai, he's like, we are the ones that made people to vote for you. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to read this article for you to understand what is going on. Don't forget that Senator Ndume was recently on Arise Television and he spoke intensively on what is going on in the APC. Now, take a look at this. It says, Ali Ndume, Senator representing Borno South, says he might exit the All Progressive Congress if President Bola Tinubu fails to fix things in the country. It reads further. Speaking on Prime Time, an Arise television program, Ndume, who has been critical of the Tinubu of late, said he has attended several meetings of opposition leaders seeking to form a coalition to unseat Tinubu in 2027. Ndume said he has remained hesitant to join the coalition with the belief that Tinubu can fix Nigeria. I'm aware of the opposition coalition. I went to several of their meetings. I still believe that President Tinubu can fix these things, but failure might cause me to move. The overloaded ship will sink, Ndume says. Ndume is already predicting that APC is going to sink. Oh my God. And it reads further. They have been making overturns, but I told them I don't want to jump from frying pan into fire. I have to be sure. I believe that Tinubu can be a successful president, and that was my expectation. But if he continues this way, that ship, whether you load in other people or governors, you are just endangering the APC, pushing it towards capsizing, he said. And it went further to read and says, as the president said, there is a vacancy in the ship. But if you don't overload the ship, it will probably, if you overload the ship, it will probably capsize. And if it capsizes, you lose everybody. Ndume criticized the motivation behind some defecting to the ruling party, describing them as driven by indirect stick and carrot politics rather than principle. Most people are not joining based on principle, but due to the indirect stick and carrot politics, as that is not healthy at all. You see, APC, they know themselves, they know what they are doing. Ndume knows something is driving them, to join, not because they really want to join. Who has seen, what is it that Tinubu has done that is making people to join? If not that they want to join so that they can be getting money, and Tinubu will be giving them more money, and then, they will not suffer from at the hand of the EFCC and all that. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.